Came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw here. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
4 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? And that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Check 55, Mike. I got you. I got you.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and we are tied at 7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Garoppolo on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. Steps away to his left. To Mixon on the check down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Who got 17? Who got 17? You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Stab left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo dumps it off to Mixon. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And now running right through it. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. 11, 11, 6, 6, 11, 11.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4 down. Alert.
They're going to look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Go ahead. 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Garoppolo, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football up and to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll set up a throw. And all the way to the convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Stepping, touchdown, Chargers. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Sturgis for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
Go ahead. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Carl Lawson able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen, the intended receiver.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
13.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now he'll escape to his left. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Dances by him. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
11.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
We got
56, right there, 56. 11.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Go ahead.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Edelman was the intended target. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet to make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5. As he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Here we go, here we go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. 4th, and now a fumble. The ball's out. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
45, 45.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wheeler. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Sturgis adds the PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back now in Atlanta. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this will be taken at the 13. Spinning away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulder. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. Being chased out left. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Hot! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Let's go, defense.
Hot!
Defense.
Hot! Hot!
Fofo's the mic.
Hot!
Mike's fofo.
Hot!
You don't want it?
Hot!
Pick up the ball.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Watch tight end.
Set! Blue landing!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Chargers. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive a goal. They'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot, hot.
On second down, here's Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Falcons on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding